Alright guys, we are back for more of my 10-year anniversary special. We just played some Mario Kart Double Dash for the Nintendo GameCube, and that was a whole lot of fun. We played for the Star Cup on 50cc, and we did get the win overall with a perfect 40 points, which was very exciting. And before we get started with our next segment, I did pick up a special guest during the break, and that is JamesYT. So anyways, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Mario Party 6 for the Nintendo GameCube. So let's see how well we do on this game.
It's definitely going to be very interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how it does go from there, but you just never really know. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and choose my file.
I like how 6 is actually taking place in
Yeah, it is a little bit interesting this way, but it still looks cool nonetheless. But anyways, let's jump right into the party mode. Alright, so I'm gonna have James pick the board that we play on right here, since I do have him with me as a special guest. But anyways, what do you think? Should we play on Towering Treetop, Egad's Garage, Fair Square, Snowflake Lake, Castaway Bay, or Clockwork Castle?
I think you should do the last one.
Clockwork Castle? We'll give that a shot. I haven't played this particular board in a while right here, but I still hope that it does go well for us. Alright, but anyways, we're going to do a Battle Royale with 10 turns, all minigames and bonuses on. Alright, one player, and I'm of course going to play this Mario. Alright, what computer players should we have with us for this game? Alright, Koopa Kid, and we'll put the computer players on normal difficulty as well. Then who else should we have?
Toadette.
Alright, Toadette.
I guess maybe Daisy or something.
Daisy, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, no handicap. Alright, let's go. Yeah, he is kind of similar to Bowser Jr., but they're a little bit different. Alright, but anyways, let's see who's going first. And I'm going third. So Toadette's going first, Daisy's going second, I'm going third, and Koopa Kid's going last. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so Donkey Kong is starting over here. And if you guys don't know how this board works, during the daytime you gotta try to chase down Donkey Kong to try to get a star from him. But anyways, let's get this party started. Alright, Toadette starts off with a 4, and she gets herself a mushroom orb. Alright, let's go to Daisy. 9. Alright, she gets a mushroom orb as well. Alright, looks like we get a die. And I'm gonna get a Thwomp Orb. Alright, 2 for Koopa Kid. Alright, it's time for Donkey Kong to move on the board. He gets a 6. So Donkey Kong was able to get to Koopa Kid, but he didn't have enough money to get the star. And Toadette can't get a star either, all because she doesn't have enough money. Alright, we're starting off with a 4-player mini game, and it's going to be Freeze Frame. So this is basically where we try to take pictures of as much Goombas as possible. Yeah, sort of like that. But only except this is 1 round right here. Well, I do know in Camera Ray that does make it 3 rounds. I see that we didn't do good on that. In fact, we couldn't even get a single Goomba. Yeah, I'm not really all that great when it comes to this kind of mini game right here, but we still try our best.
Now Koopa Kid can get a star.
Alright, let's head into turn number 2 now. Alright, so Toadette's using her Mushroom Orb. She gets a 10 and a 7 for a total of 17. Toadette still doesn't have enough money for the star from Donkey Kong. Now Toadette's gonna get a Spiny Orb. Toadette's going in the pipe. And she made it to Donkey Kong again, but like we already know, she still doesn't have enough money for the star. Alright, looks like a 5 for Daisy. Alright, Daisy's challenging someone to a duel. Yeah, she is going to challenge Koopa Kid. And how much coins will she risk? She's risking all 13 for what she has. Alright, where are they going to play? T-5. Yeah, I'd say this is a very nice dual mini game for how this does play out. You just gotta make sure that your timing's right on ground pounding each of the buttons. Daisy almost had it. Look, but looks like Koopa Kid wins.
That was so close.
Yeah, it really was from what I can tell.
Daisy, you just screwed yourself. Good job.
Yeah, she just literally lost all her money that she risked on that.
Life lesson learned, you never risk all your money.
yeah, you just have to hope that, depending on if you risk a big with all your money, you have to hope that you can get a good mini game that you can do well at. Alright, I'm not gonna use my flop orb yet. Alright, there's an 8. Oh, another flop orb, okay. And I'll also hop in the pipe. Oh boy, now we're gonna lose some coins on the red space. And it's a 10 for Koopa Kid. You got a Tony orb. It looks like Koopa Kid's gonna get the first star from Donkey Kong. Alright, so this time Donkey Kong's getting moved to over here.
Oh wow, that's
Because I haven't played this board in a while right here, I'm not really like expecting to try to do well right here, but I will still do the best I can. Alright, looks like Donkey Kong gets an 8 and a 6 for a total of 14. So I think I'm pretty sure if he eats a banana, then he'll roll multiple dice blocks. Alright, now we got a 2 versus 2 mini game. Pixel perfect. Alright, Daisy's my teammate for this one.
Hey, I remember this mini. Go!
Alright, this minigame I do very well at right here, so it should be pretty simple. Oh man! Toadette and Koopa Kid got the first one just barely. But hopefully we can do better in round 2. Oh, sorry, Daisy. Alright, come on, we gotta hurry. Oh, dang it! Our opponents won that one, and we couldn't even get a single point.
Honestly, Daisy wasn't even freaking trying that mini.
Yeah, that was just really rough right there of how we couldn't even win that mini game.
Actually, that was Daisy's fault.
Alright, let's try to turn things around here on turn number 3. Alright, so that's putting her spiny orb there, and she gets an 8.
Well, actually got enough for DK, but we could get enough for
Alright, mushroom orb for Toadette right there. Alright, Toadette's gonna hop in the pipe. Alright, Daisy gets a 10 and a 4 on that mushroom orb that she just used for a total of 14. Now she's hopping in the pipe. Yeah, I might have to agree with you on that one right there. It really is getting pretty crazy out here. Okay, I'm not going to use any of my orbs yet. Alright, there's a 3. Alright, looks like the warp pipes are getting shuffled now.
Good for you. I mean, you might as well get happy.
Alright, Koopa Kid's putting his Toady orb there. Alright, 8. Alright, he's hopping in the pipe. Oh, he's gonna get another another star for Donkey Kong. Already, Koopa Kid's getting pretty lucky early on in the game. Alright, now Donkey Kong is right over there. Alright, he gets a 7. Alright, now we're doing a 4-player mini game. Money Belt.
So now the competition. The one from Superstars.
Yeah, but only except they changed the name of it to X-Ray Payday on that. But this particular minigame is very easy for me as long as you pay close attention to where the coins are located at. And we did manage to get all 19 coins right there.
Nice job.
That's more like it.
You almost got to Toadette.
Alright. We're in nighttime now. Alright, Toadette's gonna use her mushroom orb. Alright, she gets 9 and 8 for a total of 17. So while we're in nighttime, we're basically going in the reverse direction on the board. And not only that, we have Bowser in play too, which we have to be careful with. Alright, 9 for Daisy this time. And she just lost some coins there on the red space. Okay, so let's go to me. I think I'll go and use one of my Thwomp orbs now, and I will put it right here. Alright, we get 3 coins in there, and we're gonna get a 9. Alright, let's head up here so we can get this orb. We got ourselves a spiny orb. Okay, what do you think? Should we shop in the orb pot? I don't really think they do have it in this game right here, because I know this was the last of the Mario parties out there that had the same kinds of bonus stars that do show up, but we can still check in there to see what's available. Alright, we do have a clearance sale. Oh, don't mind if I get a Super Shroom or for only 10 coins. Yeah, we definitely made a good decision to do that. Alright, 5 for Koopa Kid. Alright, he's now hopping in the pipe this time. Alright, it's time for Bowser to take a turn. And he gets a 9. Alright, we're all safe from Bowser. And now it is time for a 1 versus 3 mini game. Stage Fright. Alright, Toadette and Koopa Kid are my teammates. Alright, let's see if we have what it takes to try to hit Daisy within 30 seconds. seconds left. Nope, we couldn't get it in time. Daisy wins.
Oh yeah, I won.
Oh well, that's okay. Alright, Toadette's using her metal mushroom orb. She also got 1 coin inside it. Alright, a 1. And she lost some coins there on the red space. Alright, so now it is Daisy's turn. She gets a 1. And now she's getting a metal mushroom orb. But it didn't matter right there, that 1 that she got, because that flop was still gonna make her stop right there. Okay, I'll use my flop orb right here, and I'd like to put it on that space. I 8, and I don't want to hop in the pipe right now. Alright, well, Koopa Kid's getting a 1, but that didn't really matter right there, like what happened with Daisy, because he was only gonna stop on that space no matter what. Alright, looks like Bowser is rolling 2 dice blocks here. He gets 4 and 6 for a total of 10. So that's basically gonna happen whenever Bowser breathes fire. Alright, once again, we're all safe from Bowser, and now it's time for a 1 versus 3 minigame. Dusk till dawn. Alright, now I'm pairing up with Daisy and Koopa Kid. Alright, time to do some cleaning. Toadette beat us.
That was a 1v3.
Yeah, I definitely was trying to do my best on that, but we just weren't quick enough. But anyways, we're on to the last 5 turns now, so it's time to check out the current standings. Koopa Kid's in first place. Toadette's in second, I'm in third, and Daisy's in last. Alright, so it's time for Daisy to spin the bonus wheel, so she's in last place. And she gets 5 character spaces added to the board. Yeah, let's make sure we try to watch out for them if we can, but we'll see. Alright, so now another thing too for the rest of the game is that we can challenge another player to a duel if we land on the same space as them. Alright, but anyways, let's get into the last 5 turns right here, and hopefully things can go pretty well right here throughout the remainder of the game. But we still have a long ways to go right here, so we really got to try our best to make a comeback. Alright, Toadette just got a metal mushroom orb. Oh! Looks like that paratrooper is going to make Toadette switch places with Daisy. Oh, what's Toadette buying? A sluggish shroom orb. Alright, Daisy's getting a 7. And she's now hopping in the pipe. She just lost some coins there on the red space. Now we go to me. I guess we'll go ahead and use the spiny orb. Where would I like to place this? I guess right here is good. Oh, we get 7 coins inside that orb. I'll take it. Alright, we're gonna get a 9. Alright, now let me check the board here and see where I would like to go from here. I think it seems like up is the better path to take from what I'm looking at, so let's go over there. Okay, now probably I'm thinking right here, we should probably shop at the orb hut again. Does that sound good? Another clearance sale. Okay. Let's get another Super Shroom Orb for only 10 coins. That can really help us out right there. Alright, a 6 for Koopa Kid. Alright, so let's see what happens with Bowser now. A 10. And he just made it to Toadette. But at least Toadette doesn't have any stars to lose right here, so she instead has to give up 20 of her coins. Alright, we're doing a 1 versus 3 minigame for this one. And it's Balldozers. Alright, we got Toadette and Koopa Kid as our teammates. Alright, we're trying to get a big ball down to the bottom right here on our side. We're not doing too bad up there so far. Alright, making some good progress. Alright, just a little bit more. I can't really tell, but nevertheless, we got the win. We're going back to daytime, so we're going back in the normal direction, and we have Donkey Kong back in play. We also have 4 turns left, and Toadette just got herself a 4, and she's going to buy a Koopa Troopa orb. She does get a Twister orb, but she's full on orbs here, so she's got to toss something out. She's getting rid of the Bell Mushroom orb. And she lost some coins on the red space. Let's see what Daisy gets here. 6. And she does make it to Donkey Kong, but she does not have enough coins to get a star. Alright, let's use one of my Super Shroom Orbs here. We do get 2 coins inside it. I'm hoping for a good total here, but let's see what happens. Alright, 2, 7, and 6 for a total of 15. Let's go ahead and shop at the ore pot again here. Alright, well, we don't have a sale this time. I'm either thinking we should get a sluggish shroom orb or another super shroom orb, but what are you thinking?
Well, you do have one more super shroom orb in there. I mean, super kids already got 2 stars. I mean, if you want to get another super shroom orb, that could help get DK.
Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah, I think another super shroom orb should help us out for a little bit more distance. Okay, now let me check the map right here very quick. I want to see where this pipe leads to. Okay, if I go in there, it's not going to help me at all, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, now where should I go from here? I don't really think it matters too much where we go. But I guess I will go to the left. Alright, 2 for Koopa Kid. Alright, what's happening with him on this happening space? And he looks like he was sent back to the start. Alright, so it's time to go to Donkey Kong. Yeah, that means he's rolling 2 dice blocks here. Alright, 10 and 5 for a total of 15. But Daisy still doesn't have enough money to get a star from Donkey Kong. But Toadette does barely have enough money to get one. So now Toadette is on the board. We're literally still trying everything we can right here to try to win this, but it's just not really going all that well right here at the moment. Alright, 2 versus 2. And we're playing Bodybuilder. Alright. We have Daisy as our teammate for this one. Yeah, we shall see how this goes. Oh, Daisy was a little bit late there. And Daisy was a little late again. But we still